I just made that intro video. But so now today I'm gonna start putting the valves in. I know they're just laid in there right now, but I have to put the springs and retainers. Let's see if any stronger magnet. But there we go. So I already have the valves lapped and nice and pretty. Little machine shop called Hucks. Highly recommended if you're, oh sorry, name Hucks. Yeah, they did a great job lapping it on both the valve and the head itself, and just did a fabulous job. Great job decking the head, the block, and then they sent out the crank to get grind down. But not too upset about that. They still have my pistons because my wrist pins aren't going in to the pistons themselves, and he's going to take the varnish off that so they just drop in because I don't want to damage the cylinder walls. Trying to press in the wrist pins because pulling them out, I have a tool from work that's a slide hammer. It's like a wedge and it opens up, and I had a bruise on my palm because that's how tight they were in. So those are getting taken care of, and so I'm gonna start putting the valves in. But first I'm gonna lay them back out because this is exactly how I took the each valve off the head off originally. So I want to make sure that the lash is the same, and if I have to readjust them, I'll just buy shims. But I prefer not to, so always keep track of where your valves are at and check the lash before you put your heads back on the block. And hopefully I'll have a video of me putting the block together. I have plastic gauge too. I'm going off the factory service manuals, and I'll put a PDF in the description. So if you're having the same problems as me, and also I will put in the parts that I got, because a lot of the EGs you can't buy like the main bearings from the dealerships anymore. You have to buy like 2 EJs. So I have 2 EJ main bearings in connecting rod bearings, and they're grind down like 0.25 millimeter. So they're not standard. So so this is just gonna be my build. I'm not building for horsepower. I just want a fun car that I can have fun with. That's all I want. No, like there's always gonna be someone faster than you, and I don't know. I think it's cooler to keep things like just a little faster than factory, and also just definitely with it being a unique car. I don't need much. But so I'm gonna start taking the valves back out, organize them, and then I have a factory 23 tool. This is for the EJs, but they do work for the EGs, but you can only have 1 bolt in at a time, and it's kind of tedious, but oh well, it works. And then I'm going to show you how to put your springs and retainers in. Okay, now I have my valves set up where they're corresponding, where I won't get confused. So first thing, I know I didn't make a disassembly video, I'm sorry, I was too impatient, but anyone could take stuff apart. It's putting it together that matters. But first you want to start off putting these little, they're not shims, but these prevent the valve springs eating into your head, because your head's aluminum, it's a softer material. Hopefully once, oh there we go. Whew. I'm like, ooh, don't have them all from the machine shop. Okay, so what you do, literally just drop these bad boys in, but definitely when you take your heads apart, take them out. Makes life a lot harder. I'm actually gonna do this one at a time, and then also I'm gonna put the valve stem seals in. I was gonna do all of this yesterday, but I couldn't because I couldn't find my valve stem seals. So now I'm gonna put my seals in, so I don't have to worry about it. They go right on top of there. They're not like Hondas where they're impossible to come out. You just get a piece of plier, pop it out. Mine were so like rock hard that they like disintegrated. So that's probably another reason why I was having smoking issues. But so I'm gonna put all the intake and valves seals in, and then I'm gonna wait for these and do these one at a time for each valve I put in, because these are just gonna keep on falling out. Alright, I just got done putting all the valve stem seals in. So what I did, I got a little screwdriver, put the valve stem seal on it, because like at first I'm like, wait, my hands are way too big to push them down. So I have the seal up top, put the tip of the screwdriver down. Be careful, don't like knurl up the inside where the valve stem goes, or else you have premature wear. Gosh, I cannot talk today. And then all I did was press the bottom of the screwdriver down so I know it's flat. Is that the right way? I don't know, but all the seals are in. And so now I'm going to start on the cylinder, what is it, cylinder number 5, I believe? Yeah, cylinder number 5, intake valve at the very back. So I put the little piece of metal that protects the head from the spring. So I'm going to get my springs, put that down there. I'm going to get my valve, and then I'm going to flip it over, put the valve stem up on it, and then put my retainers in. I'll show you that process in a second. Okay, now I have the valve. You can barely see the end of the stem. Valve's in. I put the spring, and then I put the retainer up top. And then there's these little buddies that locks everything in place. So what this little tool does, this pushes down the valve spring itself. So you can put those little keepers in. But you could tell this is for the EJ because it doesn't work. But, well, it does if you use this bolt hole. But it kind of sucks that I can't use both. But, I mean, that's what I get for owning an SVX. So what I'm going to do is tighten this little guy down enough where I can put these little guys in and then keep it in place. So let me do that real quick. I'm going to have a light so you can kind of see a little bit better. Try and get it so I can both see and film. Shoot. Okay. So what I did with the very first one, I put that little piece of metal so it protects the heads from the springs. Put my springs down. And then so what I do, I put my keepers on my retainer. Put that guy down very slowly over top the valve stem.